that they're capable of doing whatever they want to do. It's important for people to understand that we're all equal. We're all created in the image of God. And if we're created by the Creator, that means we also have creative faculties. We have this thing called an imagination. We can close our eyes and see anything we want. And I remember being a little kid, staring out the window, not paying attention in school, but I was in this fantasy land. I was in a fantasy world, and I was seeing the life that I wanted to live. And over the last 8 years, I have lived those exact images that I saw in my mind when I was a little kid. I fell in love with the idea of being, doing, and having anything I wanted. The biggest joys I get now is seeing other people elevate their lives, seeing other people take their income, take their lifestyle to the next level. When you don't have money, it's all about money. When you have money, it's all about purpose. It's about the mission that you're on. It's about how many lives can you genuinely affect through you, through the person you are. Nobody is perfect. I don't think anybody can ever be perfect. However, we can always get better.
Let's go, let's go. Good morning, family. Rise and shine. Another blessed and grateful day, ready to go ahead and dominate and dive into the topic. The morning routine has been knocked out. We are already into the 30s of consistency, so super excited for that. Everybody go ahead and drop down. How many days have you been consistent inside of your morning routine? Day 32. I love it. So we are absolutely progressing by the day. But before we go ahead and get started into today's topic, building confidence while building your business, let's go ahead and drop down our gratitude for the day. What is everybody grateful for? Grateful for God, grateful to be alive, grateful to be healthy, grateful for the mind, the body, the spirit, grateful for all the lessons, grateful for everything that is going inside of our lives right now, grateful for the awareness, grateful for the value, grateful for the wisdom that is being poured in on a continuous basis, ready to go ahead and pour it back in to the family. So Dream Team, let's go ahead and dive into today. Here we go. All right, so we're going to be talking about building confidence while building your business, right? This is big because I'm telling you right now, when you start to actually understand the power of the company, the power of the products, the power of the mentorship that we have, you start to gain absolute confidence in what it is that we're doing, these skill sets, and you begin to get ready to take massive action. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get into it for today. I've got a handful of bullet points for you guys to go ahead and get down. So let's get into it. All right, first things first. When it comes to really getting serious about building confidence inside of the business, it's going to be number one, right here. How many of you are lacking confidence inside of the business, inside of the services, inside of the company, right? There's always going to be 3 P's to really start asking yourself when anybody joins, right? Because when I got started, it was the same idea when I got locked in, and I really had to understand this. When you understand the products, right? When you start to understand the power of the services and the power of the entire company. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through each one. The company. For those of you that don't know, I Am Mastery Academy has been around literally since 2014. They say most businesses fail within that 5-year mark. The second part, I Am Academy, if you go in and you take the time to actually look at businessforhome.org, you can actually see 2 main different things, right? Number one is actually going to be, let me go ahead and pull it up so everybody can see, okay? When you go on businessforhome.org and you pull it up and you do your research, you're going to see a couple different things. Let me show you. Okay. Awesome. You can see the momentum ranks, and you can also see the top earners inside of the company. Okay, so when we go ahead and we click on top earners, when you look at this, check this out. And who is in the top 10, right? If you pay attention, when you see, we have got none other than Jason Brown, Matt Rosa, number 3. You can see what they're making a month. You can see what they're making a year. And this is the company that they are locked in with. So for those of you that don't know, they were actually delivering Chinese food and pizza pretty much 7 years ago, right before they got started in the industry. So there's 3 things that we really need to gain confidence to really take this thing to the next level. Number 1 is going to be the company, okay? The company, as far as value, as far as products, is absolutely bar none. And when you even look at the top momentum ranks, out of all the companies, right, when you go through and you see that there's hundreds, there's thousands of different companies. Look at these, 748 different pages. Page 2 is just 50. So you can imagine how many companies exist. Who can tell me what number 1 is? What do you see? What is the top number 1 MLM momentum company inside of the entire industry that we're in? I Am Mastery Academy. So I'm going to tell you right now, when I got locked in, we only had 1,200 customers. But when I started to gain the belief, when I started to see how powerful these products really are, and back in the day, believe it or not, all we had was the harmonic scanner. We didn't have Impulse. We didn't have Swipecoin. We didn't have all of these educators to be able to get on Go Live. It was a lot different than what it was before. So number 1 is being able to have the confidence inside of the company, right? Do you actually believe in what this company can actually do? Okay. The second part is going to be, do you actually have confidence in the services? Okay. I just talked about it. When we first started, Chris Terry would go live pretty much 6 days out of the week, and we had the harmonic scanner. Fast forward to now, we have so many different platforms, right? We've evolved from just Forex to crypto to TBX to travel to e-commerce and dropshipping, right? We have so many streams of income now that the newest person, no matter what industry that they're in, can go ahead and dive and tap into. And this is what I really wanted for the other person on the other side. Where can I find something that the newest person, maybe having no experience, could dive in even part-time and start seeing success, start being able to really win? That's what we have here. So you got to be able to understand the company is undeniable. The products are absolutely undeniable, right? Whether we want to travel and save money on trips, whether we want to leverage our money trading, whether we want to start investing for our future generations, whether we want to take advantage of the biggest fourth quarter of the year inside of e-commerce and dropshipping, even diving into NFTs and Web 3.0, it is evident that the products and services are absolutely winning and creating countless testimonies. And last but not least is going to be the mentorship. Right? Do you believe in the mentorship? I can tell you wholeheartedly, in every single platform that we have, the mentorship is bar none. How do I know? Because I've spent a lot of money learning all these different skill sets. I spent thousands of dollars to learn dropshipping through courses. I spent thousands to learn how to trade before I got involved looking at signals. Yes, believe it or not. And I was wondering, where is the real sauce? Where's the real education? Where is the real value? And when I found this, there's a reason why I planted my flag back in 2016, 2017. That's why you guys saw in the group chats, I have memories on my Facebook 4, 5, 6 years ago of people still inside of this platform, changing their lives, learning. So a lot ask me, D, why do you have the confidence? Why are you still so passionate 4 or 5 years later? Because I've already seen what this has done years ago when we didn't have anything like what we have access to right now. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and show you. This popped up on my memories today on Facebook, and it was just like, wow, look at this. This is so powerful because we've been doing this that long, still helping people get to the next level. Let me see if I have it today. Okay, you ready? Check this out. Here's a picture. Look at the date. How many years ago is this? 2016. Okay. 2016, August 30th. This is today. You can see who's in the picture. Chino's right there. Darwin Lopez is right there. So Chino was probably making, I don't know, $600 a month in that photo. Darwin Lopez was making about $2,000 a month. Fast forward to right now, Chino's a Chairman 10. Chino has actually multiple Chairman 25s and Chairman 10s and educators inside of his organization, right? Darwin, Chairman 250. Let's not even get started on that side. But we've been able to see so many different walks of life change. Think about that. A Chairman 250, that means he's impacted well over 5,000 lives inside of this platform. And this has been years ago. So imagine what is about to be created in the next 5 to 10 years coming in. Because nobody believed us when we had 1,200 people inside of the company when this picture was taken. And look at the success that's happened since then. Imagine what we're going to do with all these products, services, and mentorship right now coming into these next seasons into the future. So to say we're excited is an understatement. So that's the first three. You've got to be able to have the confidence in those three. Number two is going to be big. How can you gain more confidence if you are lacking in it? Okay, how can you gain more confidence in the service? How can you gain more confidence in the products, more confidence in the educators? Well, for me, I had to start plugging in, right? I had to really look at and identify my schedule and other schedules, right? You might be working a full-time job, but there's a reason why the schedules are actually built to be in the morning, in the afternoon, and also in the evening. So most people can actually fit it in. In fact, most individuals have a full-time job. So they've structured this so anybody can tailor this to your schedule. So number one, I had to identify my go live schedule, right? What was the schedule I was going to get on day or night and really apply myself to get serious about learning the skill set? At the beginning, it was Mike Miles. It was Mike Miles. It was Christopher Derrick. And I promise, you can ask a lot of the leaders. You can ask Darwin. You can ask Chino. We were on religiously every single night at midnight. And then we would get on at 2 a.m. to go ahead and catch the London session. And that's how we used to trade back then. We used to stay up from midnight to 4 o'clock in the morning. And I would have to figure out my day before, right? It'd be like 10 o'clock. We would take our naps from like 10 to 12 just to trade during the London session. Now we've made it a lot easier. We can just knock it out in the New York, right, within 30 minutes to an hour. But this is how I had to start gaining confidence in the skill sets, in the products, in the services. And that's how I started. I started mastering the harmonic scanner. To this day, it's still one of the most powerful products we have. Impulse is almost like a little spin off it. And I'm doing the exact same thing, right? I'm learning it to a T. I'm seeing how the educators are analyzing. I'm seeing how they start to actually come up with 6 confirmations. So when I get into trading, when I use the scanner, I'm able to truly feel confident because I'm not guessing what I'm looking at. You see, the reason why we don't have confidence comes down to knowledge and application. The second that I started to really actually have the scanner up, I would have my charts up and I would look at the confirmations. I would put in my demo trades. I started to learn what I was looking at. I started to really gain confidence because things started to make sense. Drop some twos down below if you guys can relate, if you've been there, right? When you start to actually put in a demo, you see how things work. Now you get the confidence to go ahead and go live and start small, but now you've taken the first steps to really start learning the skill sets. And to be honest, the same idea is going on with ECX this month. Most of us, actually dove in and started our e-commerce journey again in August 1st. So this was something that was new. This one was something that most of us didn't have a lot of knowledge on. So what did we do to make up for a lack of confidence? Tune into all the go live sessions. If there was a Zoom call, we weren't working. If we were at work and we can make it happen, we were jumping on it. We went through the full academy and not just went through it, but went through it to ask questions, went through it to fully understand and not just skim through it. And there's a reason why individuals are already having ka-chings, already having their stores up in their first month to 3 weeks, because they've applied all of these different aspects. They had trust in the company, they had trust in the products and services, and they had trust in the educators, right? On the ECX side, Chris Reef has been over a decade veteran inside of dropshipping e-commerce. From November 7th to July 31st, one of his stores made $1 million off of 2 products. So it just goes to show, when you find individuals who know what they're doing, we can save ourselves a lot of time. But this is how you start gaining confidence in whatever it is you feel like you are lacking in. Number 3, developing your own story and experience from the services or business side is going to be the crucial step in getting to your next breakthrough/break free. Okay. The experience is everything. You can watch a Zoom, you can see somebody else trade, but until you actually go ahead and you press the button, you actually have Impulse on your laptop and you're taking the trade on a live session, experiencing it with an educator, this is where you're actually going to see the growth. When you can actually go back, look at your results, and now back test it. Now analyze what happened, what went wrong, because here's the truth, okay? I would, honest to God, I would rather have you take some learning lessons from a couple of losses than you get lucky and go trade the next 3 weeks by yourself, go take your own trades, you get lucky and get a handful of blues, okay? Because you know what's going to happen? You're going to get an ego. You're going to be like, oh, I'm starting to get the hang of this thing. I can do it on my own time. And you know what happens next? You blow your account. You get upset. And I've seen a lot of people even stop trading because of that. So the biggest thing I can tell you right now is to go ahead and get your own story, get your experience from leveraging the products, from getting on the sessions, because there's a reason why. They are educators. They have documented results in whatever platform that we're using. They know what they're doing. They have the time. And the only thing that's left for us, I say it every day at the end of our calls, for success is inevitable. It happens one of two ways. We either quit or we become successful. The only difference between the successful side is time just has to catch up with the application, with the learning, with the knowledge that we're taking in. Okay, so this is big. So developing your own experience. This is big. What is your experience going to be for the ECX side? Have you already created your store? Have you already put a product in and seen how to go ahead and take it off and put it back on? Or maybe use Cloner X and maybe use ThemeX to tweak your store? Or even getting on and really analyzing Swipe Corner Impulse. Okay, create your own experience. This is big. And number 4, you need to believe in the vision of the company and association of those who are going in the same direction as you. Okay. If for those of you that don't know the vision of the company, I'll go ahead and break it down for you so you can really get it crystal clear. The goal for IM is to be able to impact, enrich, and educate 1 million lives by the end of 2023. For those of you that don't know, that's going to make this company actually a $1 billion company with a B. And let's just say a lot of lives are going to be impacted over the next year because now we keep adapting, we keep implementing and adding new services. So this is big, okay? Number 5, let's keep it moving. I got 7 for you today. Be cautious about the words you are using when speaking about the business or services. They affect your results, okay? I'm going to be the first one to tell you I've been there, right? Whether it was Swipecoin, whether it was a scanner. When I first started out, I was like, yo, I don't know what's going on, but it's just not hitting today, right? I took 2 L's for the day. I don't know what's going on. Well, here's the truth, okay? In every investment that you make, in every trade that we make, trading involves risk. And risk involves potential loss, okay? So this is just a part of any trade, any investment that we take. But here's what I know. Without the investment, without the potential of loss, there's never the potential to gain, right? So at the end of the day, most people, they're okay with staying stagnant. They're okay with not investing their money. They're okay with not trading their money. And the biggest reason why, they're afraid to risk, okay? At the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with that. That's why we have something that's called risk management. So we can go ahead and handle our risk every trade that we put in. So here's what I started to learn. The reason why I got upset at the beginning was lack of knowledge, lack of understanding. You see, out of 10 trades, when I would lose 4 out of 10 trades, I would get so upset. I'd be like, yo, why am I losing so many trades? This product isn't working. Well, when you understand risk management, even if you lost a handful of trades, you can still become profitable. Out of 10 trades, right, a 50-50 ratio, even if you lost 5, you won the next 5. The first 5, you lost 40. The next 5, you won 100. We profited $60. You see, because we understand risk management. So if you're the type of person who got upset with a couple losses and you kept revenge trading and say, oh, this never works, I'm never going to be able to make it happen. While on the other side, you have somebody that understands emotional intelligence. They took their couple losses. They got out for the day. They hit their risk for whatever the couple of days was. And then the next couple of days, they went in with a new mind. They went with a new set of intentions. And they came out profitable for the week. So I'm going to tell you right now, the words that we use are going to highly impact the results that we get. Okay, at the end of the day, when I took a loss, it was only a loss. If I didn't learn from it, it becomes a lesson if I see what happened. So no matter what was going down in my business, I had to realize the words that I was speaking was literally creating my future. If somebody left my business and I was speaking down, I was dwelling about that ended up rippling into my future. If anything started to happen, the way that we speak is going to control what happens next. So if you want to be able to flip the future, if you want to be able to start getting an idea of what your future could really look like, it comes from speaking it before it even happens. I was speaking success. I was speaking about traveling. I was speaking about growth, even when I didn't have it. Why? Because I saw my mentors doing the same thing. I saw all different walks of life being able to experience so much abundance. And a couple of years ago, they had nothing. And it came from the words that they were speaking inside of their mind. So for a lot of you, you've started to actually develop a different type of self-talk from becoming aware, writing down your journaling, writing down your thoughts in the morning, writing down your gratitude. And we got something from this morning's session that really hit hard. He said, here's the powerful part about the brain. You see, when we write, it creates thoughts. When we have thoughts, it keeps us alive. The second that we start dying is the second that we stop thinking. Let that sink in. That's why they say most people pass at 75, but they already died at 25. They stopped thinking, they stopped envisioning, they stopped manifesting. And all of it, most of the time, came down to their negative self-talk. Okay? So the words that we speak are huge. That's why even though I don't have it physically right now, you'll see on every single post that I put out, it says impact 1 billion. When you see me in, I don't have it with me right here, but when you see my license, I literally signed 1 billion on it because I understand the power of writing, speaking, and hearing the words that are around us. So this is huge. Number 6, don't compare, right? Comparison is going to be the thief of joy when it comes to confidence in building your business and building your trade account and building your ECX store, right? And I've been there. Even right now, I see people getting ka-chings in their store. I don't have any yet, but I'm grateful for that. I'm celebrating them, right? This is another lesson. I had to realize when you celebrate, you accelerate your success, right? If God gave somebody else the mail, your neighbor the mail, guess what? That means your mail is coming. So I had to start to understand this, right? You don't think in 5-6 years, I've seen Chairman 10s, Chairman 100s, Chairman 250s, Matt Rose, Chairman 750s blow right by me. You don't think that made me feel some type of way? Well, I had to start understanding that ego, shame, jealousy, guess what that does? That only restricts us from our blessings. So I had to start to learn to clap and be happy for others winning, because guess what that does? That brings that gives the karma out for it to bring right back into you. Because now when you hit your success, you're gonna have all the applause for you. But if you were quiet when others were winning, guess what? They're going to be quiet when you are winning. So whenever we have a new individual join the chat, whenever somebody hits a rank, somebody withdraws, somebody has some profits, this is the time to celebrate somebody else's success, because you're going to accelerate your own success. If it happened for others, it can certainly happen for you. I promise, without a doubt. Okay. Last but not least, learn the business, learn the services. This is going to build your confidence. Okay. So learning the business, learning the industry, right? Let's just wrap everything together so we can understand the intensity of what's actually going on in this situation. Okay. We've not only partnered with MLM, right, which literally creates the most millionaires, the most top earners, more than any other industry outside of real estate. Yes, it creates more millionaires and billionaires than rap, media, entertainment combined. Okay, so we have the MLM. We have trading, right? Forex, a $6.6 trillion a day. Crypto, $1 trillion a day industry. Drop shipping and e-commerce. Don't even get me started on what happens inside of the fourth quarter. Travel is another multi-billion dollar industry. So we took all of these inside of each other and put them into one company. And we took some of the best educators, handpicked from all around the world, that are a master inside of their services, to go ahead and educate us and give us the wisdom and the value. So it's safe to say that the confidence is there inside of the company, inside of the services, and inside of the mentorship. Chris Terry, he doesn't have to have this company anymore. His net worth Chris Terry's a billionaire. So he doesn't need this company. He doesn't need, people say, well, he's making all this money from people's subscriptions. He could have dropped this company before he even started it. But the reason why he made it is for the newest person. It's for somebody that wants time freedom, that wants to go ahead and travel, that wants to give back and retire their family. So at the end of the day, right people, right place, right time. There is a reason why I've been locked in for 6 years, and also your mentors as well, because we see the vision and we absolutely see it for you as well. That's why we're so excited for what is to come. We expect miracles. We are getting miracles every day. So family, this is my training for you guys today. If you got any value, go ahead and smash the like button, drop some twos down below. And we are coming towards the end of the month of August, ready for a phenomenal, explosive month coming into the month of September. My birthday is coming in hot, 9/3/93. So it is time to go ahead and turn it up, step on the gas, because we have a lot of abundance that is coming to and through us. So family, it is your favorite entrepreneur, Define Dreams. Remember, you can be, do, or have anything that you can hold in your mind. You're going to be able to hold it right here in your hand. The only difference is for time to catch up. Go out and have a phenomenal day. I love you, family. Let's go out and make it happen. It's game time. Let's go.